am kind of at a loss of what to do about these Noseeums. So I found out they're actually coming through the closed windows. And this is what I mean. So I was looking, so these windows have been closed all winter. Basically the whole freaking year. This window especially, you can see because I have the insulation over here from last winter. As a result of that, there is no freaking way we've opened this window for one whole year. And if you look over there, it's a freaking Noseeum. There is a Noseeum coming through the closed window. And I have no idea how the hell this Noseeum is coming through. I have a theory that maybe there's a gap up top over here somewhere, and then the bugs are coming through there. But I'm not too sure. Or there could be, here's the thing, like, they're so freaking microscopic, I can't figure out where this is coming from. And then here's another thing, too. So, this is another window that we've had closed most of the year. We only keep it open a couple times. We always had this window screen. It's always been about 3/4 closed. And let me show you this. You see that? You see how those bugs that are trapped in over there? So look, it's like full of freaking Noseeums. Again. Can you guys see it? So I think they're coming from the gaps up top of this window. And it's just, it's like, this is the best way I can describe it, you guys. If I have a closed, sealed window, and the Noseeums are still coming through, that's kind of scary. That's really scary, because that tells me even if I close up this window, it's still kind of futile. And you can see the bugs over there too. See all those little bugs on the bottom? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about sealing the top of the window with weather stripping, and that way if they're moving their way up, and then there's like a small gap between this window and that window. So what I'm saying is that if there's something over here, I can seal it over there. But before I showed you guys the stream, I looked and there was a Noseeum right over here trying to get in. And I wasn't too sure, was it in or was it outside? So I poked it and it fell down. And it's somewhere down there. I didn't kill it. And I just don't know, you guys. I just don't know. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions, because at this point, I'm kind of at a loss. I know that the Noseeums are outside. I know they're making their way through the freaking windows. And if I have a closed window, this one doesn't have a screen, but if I have a closed window, the other one has a screen too, and the Noseeums are still coming inside of the closed window, it looks absolutely straight to me, you guys, too. This is the thing. Like, you look at the bottom, this is like snug. So it has to be coming through from over there. And in the event that the Noseeums are coming through over there, that means I have to seal every single top of every single window, take out the sealed insulation, and put weather stripping over there. Because when summer comes in, if we want to open these windows, all the window tops, I think there's a small gap in between, right? Because, that's why it's going up and down. All the window tops are susceptible to Noseeums. And I heard it gets really bad around the summertime for Noseeums, so I'm kind of worried. Yeah, it's just like, I've been sealing these windows, you guys, and knowing that they can get through a closed window just blows my mind. I mean, mosquitoes, right? They always say, "Oh, just close the window and you should be okay." But I freaking closed the windows and they're still coming in. They're coming in between my window insulation and the window insulation and the sealed window. So they're coming through the sealed window. They're getting trapped in my window insulation that I've had up for a year, because I put this thing up on like around last December. So yeah, it's just, I don't know how to battle this. I don't know how to battle this. So I'm gonna have to do just rip up the insulation, put caulking or something on the top, weatherproof stripping strips on the top. Hope knows them, but this is freaking no joke, you guys. I bet you a lot of people who have these windows would not think, hey, if I close these windows, they're still gonna come in. Because I know this thing is flush. I know some of you guys said, oh, maybe it's not flush on the bottom. It is flush on the bottom. I double checked. And there's no freaking gaps that I can see. Absolutely none. Like you see this, like it has this little furry stuff over here, right? What if this is not perfectly, sealed up there somewhere, and there's a small 1 millimeter gap. Let me remind you this: 1 millimeter gap, and these things are flowing in. It's just, yeah, yeah. I saw one Noseeum at the window, from this window and this window over here and the other window that I just showed you. One was trying to come in. It was blocked by the screen. And this one, it's obviously closed. And it still came in. So, I don't know. It's back to square one. I have traps around the house. I haven't really caught anything, but I'm not surprised because these things are getting smaller. These Noseeums are getting smaller. It's just an assault from the outside. Just gives me a headache. So, yeah. I always thought, like, if I had this window insulation, it would protect me against the draft. Obviously, the wind's still coming in. If the wind can still come in, the Noseeum can come in. That's the reality of it. If wind can come through these windows, a Noseeum can come through. And how many people have 100% weatherproofing windows to the point that 1 millimeter can't go through? Not very much. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys would suggest. If you guys have a Noseeum battle, that what time is it? It's 10:51 a.m. If you guys have a Noseeum battle, let me know what your suggestions is, because or if you are dealing with this, keep in mind you might have Noseeums coming through your closed windows. I think it's really from this top. So the top, you see where this bar is? I think there's a gap that allows this thing to slide up and down. A small gap, but a gap sizable enough for the Noseeums to come. I'm gonna use some weather stripping, and yeah, it's it just blew my mind. I was telling Lewis about it today. I said, for frick's sake, the Noseeums are, it's not even, like, I had this theory that if I close this one, I should be okay. The Noseeums are outside of this window, outside of the other window. I think this is the only window face that they're coming out of. I was looking at some apartments around the area. I was yesterday when I had to buy the vinegar and the Dawn mixture. I haven't caught anything that I'm aware of. There was a video that I shared on my community page. It said put 50% Dawn or 50% dishwashing liquid, 50% vinegar. It's a lot of dishwashing liquids, a lot of Dawn soap. I didn't, so it goes through, you use a lot of it. So I made about 6 traps around the apartment. I haven't really seen much Noseeums today. I haven't seen a thing. But then again, right? I'm not surprised because they're getting smaller. So if they're getting smaller, I'm not too sure if they're getting through my freaking closed window. And yeah, like look at this thing. This is proof. I've had this window closed for over a year and it's still there. See that? Like it's just an onslaught over here. I don't know. What's a Noseeum? A Noseeum is a biting midge. It's basically like a small itty bitty fly it can get small to 1 millimeter. And they've been trying to get in. Let me show you guys this. See all these dead bugs here? So if you look, my theory is, here's my theory. You see this? There's some kind of air gap in between here. That's my theory. Because you see this thing is blowing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like the window insulation blows sometimes. So there's air coming in somewhere. And I think the Noseeums are somehow, I don't know where exactly, because it's hard for me to pinpoint a 1 millimeter gap, like it could be like right between here and here, or here and here, and I can't see it and I can't feel it. I have to tape all the windows shut. Oh, oh my gosh, it's just this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It's yeah, it's basically making sure that this is completely airtight. So yeah, I guess the best solution is duct taping all the windows closed, every single fold. So up there, so I would have to tape the whole freaking window. You see, like all the seams over here. Then tape the top bar as well. All the windows around the apartment. And that's the only way I'd be able to stop them. Actually, I'm not even too sure, because what if the tape kind of loosens up and then I get the Noseeums out? Frick! How are we gonna live in summertime? Because summertime we're gonna have to open up the window, right? And if we get bombarded by a swarm of Noseeums, it's crazy. So I was doing more research on Noseeums yesterday night, and they said that when Noseeums mate, they swarm. Yes, they swarm. So they go in these big, giant clouds of Noseeums. I don't think they're mating right now. I don't think they're mating, but I think they are congregating in the area. You guys can see how much trees and outdoorsy stuff. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I've seen open water containers on the ground level. People barbecue and then they have their barbecue out and they don't dump it every time it rains. It's not surprising. So I don't know exactly where the Noseeums are coming from, but I've seen them at these facing windows. So that is, kind of bothersome knowing that they're outside. I also looked out below to see, hey, is there any like jugs of water outside of nearby the apartment that I could see? Maybe the Noseeums just kind of hanging out over there. There isn't. So they're just flying. They're just flying, and it's just crazy. Oh, you talking about the Dawn dish soap stuff? Yeah, I already have Dawn dish soap and white vinegar solutions around the apartment. No, we don't have any standing water here. My concern is no, no, it doesn't have shared ventilation. Every apartment has its own AC unit. We have no air vents here. It's all AC. I mean, this is an old freaking apartment. It's like 100 years old. It's 100 years old. So yeah. I don't know where the standing water is. There. This is basically an open ledge. Now there is a small possibility there is something on the roof that I'm thinking could be it, but I can't go to the roof. I don't know what's over there. Oh, beer. Oh, I have beer. Yeah, I have beer around the apartment. Okay, let me put some beer in there. Yeah. Oh, frick. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. Like if I put some beer, then yeah, it falls under the window. It goes directly down, Pop Shan. So when we're running the AC, it goes directly down, and directly down is a couple stories. So, uh, so it's just. Uh, the also thing to do is if I make a trap right now and I put it next to the window, my concern is I'm gonna be attracting the bugs from the outside coming in. And that's something I never thought about because my whole thinking that I've been doing is trying to kill the bugs inside. If oh, look at that. Do you see that? Frick. Do you see that? It's a freaking Noseeum. God damn you, Noseeum. Oh my gosh, did you see that? It just appeared. A freaking Noseeum just showed up. See how it's going all the way up top? So that's why I think that this Noseeum. Do you see how small that thing is? Hold up. Oh my gosh, it's on this side too. Fuck. See how small this bug is? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh my gosh, I gotta get alcohol. Hold up. Hurry. I don't have my alcohol with me right now. Shit. Shit, where'd my alcohol go? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so off in front of me. Here was my alcohol, you guys. And it's gone. Fuck. See, this is what I'm dealing with, you guys. It's like you see how you see how this thing is just it's like these Noseeums just appear and then I'm like yeah, so I just missed the Noseeum. It went somewhere and then it disappeared somewhere. Oh, there it is. You guys see it? There it is. 99% alcohol, you guys. I should fuck. But yeah, see, you see how tiny this bug is? So, Jim, they're coming in from outside. I confirmed earlier that these bugs are making their way from the freaking window. They're coming through the window and then coming out on this side. So, yeah, and these bugs are getting smaller. So, I'm seeing less of these bugs, but I'm not as I know. Even though I'm seeing less, that doesn't mean their numbers are dwindling. There are also, if you guys look over here, you see that Noseeum there? This is what I was saying, Jim. You see the Noseeum over there? And I know it's like a graveyard of bugs. There was a Noseeum stuck here, and I figured out, my trap Noseeum that I had in a jar. It only lasted about 2 to 3 days. So that tells me that these Noseeums, their lifespan, in the event they don't eat or drink, maybe they only last a couple days. So this guy tried to come in, and I think they're coming in through this window bar. You see this window bar over here? You know how the window goes up and down? I think there's a small little gap over there. So the Noseeums were going over there. And then he couldn't get out, so he got stuck right there. I haven't opened this window in over a year. I haven't. And he's stuck on the other side of my window insulation. See, I have window insulation here. I put it up last winter. So I saw there's one bug that I just killed over there. And then frick. Yeah, there's one bug that I just killed over there. And then the other window that's on the other side, I saw Noseeum trying to get in through the window screen. So this one doesn't have a window screen. I know exactly what happened, but this one doesn't have a window screen. The other window has a window screen. And yeah, these freaking Noseeums are just trying to get in, so. So Jim, I'm gonna show you this. So we always keep this thing about 3/4 closed, right? I had the window insulation. Look at this freaking thing. This thing has a screen, and it's become basically a catch-all for Noseeums. Can you guys see that? Look at all those freaking Noseeums getting caught in there. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can definitely see it. So there's like a whole bunch. Focus. There you go. See, there's a whole bunch of Noseeums over here. And I never checked this stuff because we always had this thing freaking down. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. So it's just, oh my gosh. I thought just closing the window was good. and it's not. These bugs are still coming in even with these windows closed. Even with the screen, even with the screen, even with the window closed, they're still coming in. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, even if I upgraded these screens to Noseeum screens, will that get rid of the Noseeums? I'm really not too sure because maybe there's a gap up top. And in the event that they're getting through that gap, because that's the only thing I can think of, right? It's not like we have a crack over here at all. But in the event that it's getting up on top, we can't open the window during summertime because summer is when they're really in high amounts. This is not considered a high amount right now. At least that's what I'm reading online. Like summer is when they kind of swarm and they breed or big time, and I think they're still breeding right now. I think they're also desperate to get some shelter. So yeah, I don't know. Like you're telling me every single window that we have is faulty. It's just I don't know. So it's been a very sobering morning. I killed one of the Noseeums on screen. That one over there. And I wish I could tell you that my sealing efforts for my AC was successful. But now I'm thinking, frick, the Noseeums are probably laughing and saying, yeah, you want to try to seal me? Blockbuster. Yeah, so I have foam, I have weatherproofing tape. If this cannot take out the Noseeums, look, if even if I work over there, right? How the hell am I gonna seal every single 1 millimeter crack in this apartment? Yeah, we don't have fruit flies. These are Noseeums. So I don't know if the trap is working because I've had like 6 traps out. I haven't seen anything. But it just sucks. What is a timber sash? Is it the thing that's sliding up here? This bar? Is that what it is? Or is it from the framing? The top bar or the side bar? The top one or the side? Oh, the cross timber. Yeah, I think it was a cross timber too because I remember I closed the window. Listen to this, you guys. I closed the window in the all the windows, and I think we only had the AC running. And I remember saw this huge freaking fly appear in the kitchen. And I was thinking, how the hell did a big ass fly like this get through the kitchen? So my thinking was like maybe they were going up the screen. You see, because there's not this one. This one they usually have like a mesh screen, and then there's a mesh screen that only goes up halfway. You guys, the mesh screen only goes up to this bar, and then I thought maybe the bug got in between the mesh screen, you know, from the top, not from the bottom side, but the top, and then climbed over and then went through this gap. We're talking about 1, 2, 6 windows, 6 windows over here. So freaking sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. It sucks. I'm just kind of thinking like, frick, I don't want to. That means I don't want to keep any freaking window open during summer. Like that's just terrible. Like right now, you see these bugs. They're just voracious, and I was reading online. They say repellent doesn't really work on these bugs. These Noseeum spray repellent doesn't really work. Yeah, I can just put a foam strip on the top. Yeah. So yeah, I just don't know. Like, let's see. Like really, like I guess I could. See that little? I guess there's a little gap over there. See that? See how dirty this thing is. Frick. This is. See, I thought if I sealed that, I'll be all good. But there's also a gap over there. Oh, wait a second. Mother. Is that the gap? You see that little hole over there? Frick's sake. So now I have to deal with all these freaking gaps on top. Just blows my mind, these freaking bugs. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna seal all the gaps over here. And I have 6 windows to do. And see if I still catch any no seam here. Oh, these things. Yeah, so anyway, I can't take a break from this Noseeum stuff. So this is this okay, so going back to what I was saying. I'm very hesitant about putting traps during the windows because I think that if these things can get through 1 millimeter gaps, just tape around the closed window portion, reopen doings. No, actually, you know what the thing is? They're more active during summertime. They're actually more active during summertime. This is not like their big season that they're around either. So knowing that they're kind of going around during winter, because this is around the time they're hibernating or dying off, that scares me. And you can see the size. You can see the size of these bugs. They're obviously breeding. So knowing that they're breeding somewhere, it just it's terrible. And they're about one biting midge. No, I don't. They can't be laying eggs in those gaps because it needs to be moist, constantly moist. I don't think it's constantly moist over there. Yeah. So yeah. So do you think that I should just do the top bar? I think I should just do the top bar and that's it. I'll see if I can just do the top bar. Right. Ugh. I think yeah, if I think I do the top bar, that should be good enough for now. But yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I got the weatherproofing seal stuff and everything. I feel like just when I take a step. Oh yeah, by the way, George is taking a turn for the worse. The thing is that I should be watering him, but because of what's going on, I've been a little hesitant about watering him for obvious reasons. And yeah, he is not looking so good. I just watered him not too long ago too, and yeah, he's not doing so good. He's turning yellow. Oh, poor guy. Uh, I don't know if there's rain gaps on the other side. I have no idea. Um, but it sucks. It sucks that they're flying from outside in. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna end this stream. I gotta eat breakfast. I never ate breakfast. Yes, I was just doing my daily rounds, and after I did my daily rounds, I was looking at the screens because yesterday, right, I showed you guys, hey, they're coming from the outside trying to get in, and seeing that, hey, these things actually are successful at coming in. Maybe not all of them are coming in, but some of them are coming in at least. Yeah, that's having some of them come in is just too much. So it's not good at all. So I will talk to you guys later. I gotta definitely upgrade my nets around the apartment. You know, the other thing that I could do is hang a Noseeum net, and this is what I'm thinking about hanging a Noseeum net, like have a magnetic strip or something, or tape it down, or magnetic strip, have a Noseeum net around all 6 windows of the apartment. It's freaking crazy. But if I have nets on each window, that way for sure I know that they can't go through. And we can maybe, I don't know how this is gonna work, but maybe if I have it magnetic, means I can keep the open and still screen out the bug. And that right where the insulation is, put some kind of barrier over here, like either magnet tape or either a magnetic strip or tape, and then do it that way. In the summer, if we want to open the window, we can open the window partially, but then the net will still be in front. And then I also want to screen I don't have the screen on this one, but have a screen, and that way the screen protects. Upgrade all the screens to Noseeum screens. Oh, for sake. Oh gosh, yeah. So that's a lot of Noseeum netting coming around. So, When winter comes and if they freeze over and everything, that buys me some time to do this kind of stuff. Magnet strips, I was looking online, like they're freaking expensive for magnet tape. I was looking for um some stuff and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is kind of pricey. I wanted to do magnet strips all around for each window. I was thinking about it, but it's hard for me to kind of source this double-sided magnet tape, and I don't know, part of me thinks like magnet tape, where can I buy a bulk supply of this stuff without it costing an arm and a leg? Yeah. But anyway, I'm getting hangry and cranky because it's like this no-see-em thing. Every time I think I'm pretty good, you guys can see how I was moving around, right? So the first thing I did, I plugged in my UV lamp, thinking, "Oh, this is gonna solve it. I just need to get a UV lamp. I'll be okay." Then I started spraying them um, with Raid. Raid didn't do crap. Raid was useless. And then afterwards, I got the bleach spray, which worked better, but then it started staining the acoustic panels. Then I moved on to 99% alcohol. That kills them, but I have to spray them a few times. And that has to be direct shot, you guys. It's not like residual spray. Because if I don't hit it directly, like you saw with that little one, where is it? The little thing. That little one over there, they just go right through it, and then they're like, screw you, Erica, we're not gonna die, I'm not gonna die. I don't know why they say this stuff is like poison. Okay, if this can't even kill a little freaking bug, I just have questions about that. So and then I moved on to, like I said, then I moved on to the 99% alcohol spray. That is not my top choice. I rather use a bleach spray, but when it comes to acoustic panels, I don't want to use a bleach spray because I've just been staining it galore. Yesterday, I put in the weather stripping on the window, and I was happy about that because I spent some time on it. And then I put a bunch of Dawn slash vinegar traps that some person, it's in my community page, recommended. He's the director of vector control, I believe, in Indiana. So I figured, hey, let me listen to him because he's, for health reasons, right? If he's a director of vector control in the state of Indiana, he is. I really should follow his advice. I did that, and then today I find out these things are coming through the window gaps, up on top somewhere, and they're very persistent. So it's just been like, I feel like this is increased difficulty. It turned in from, okay, just kind of sit back and just check your screens, to now I have to make sure every little gap is closed up. This is really no joke, you guys. I can't imagine, like, if I wasn't here, I can't imagine Lewis trying to do this by himself, because he like, I know, I tell you this straight up, he is not gonna want to weather strip every single thing around the apartment at all. And this makes me think, this is probably why people who are, living in New York, right? People who have said they have fogged out their apartments and brought in exterminators for these Noseeums, it has very limited success rate. The reason being is that even if we fogged up this apartment, right? Let's say we brought an exterminator and they fogged this apartment, killed every single Noseeum in here. If these Noseeums are getting through the freaking crack that is super small right on top, what's the point of fogging it, right? They're just going to come fly right back in. And this is one of the things that I was reading online. People say that they've got to multiple treatments done, they brought in exterminators, and no matter what they do, they're still getting the bugs in. That's really sad. That's really sad, and it's frustrating because it just makes you think you really aren't safe if there's one little crack in an apartment. So, uh, I've also shared with you guys, I have zero interest in living in any area with a lot of no-see-ums. This thing, you guys, I mean, like, New York is not a heavy populace for no-see-ums, from my understanding. There are other places that have, like, chiggers. That's really bad, I heard. They have more of these bugs. And if we are not on ground level and we're experiencing this kind of stuff, I cannot imagine living like in Florida and then having even worse of this. Like, it just drives me crazy. It drives me even more crazy than I am now. So, um, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm gonna try and put the weather stripping on top and see how this thing goes and look into screening. But frick, I swear, if I put these screens up and I still see those no seams and they're coming in like a small little crack in the woods somewhere, oh my gosh, I'm gonna, gosh. So, yeah. Okay, that was my rant. That was my end of the rant. He doesn't have fleas. They're biting midges, aka Noseeums. They're coming in from the window side. I confirmed it because I've had this window insulation up for a while. I've seen the Noseeums on the screen from the outside trying to come inwards as well. And freaking crazy, you guys. Yeah, now, I mean, like, I have no problem with this apartment, really. But now I'm just thinking, like, I want to be free from these no-see-ums. I just want to get away from them. I don't want to spend day in and day out, trying to weatherproof this stuff, trying to seal up everything. This has really disrupted a lot of my life. Cause I have to like constantly do checks. I have to constantly kill them. I have to constantly look up things on how to get rid of them. I know I've read online. Multiple people have said exterminators do not really do much. We can fog this place up. It's not really gonna do much because they're gonna keep coming back inside. So, it just falls on me to seal this place up. And I feel like mosquitoes compared to like no-see-ums and mosquitoes. Like I take a mosquito any day because mosquito I can just put the net up, right, and then I'll be good. But this no-see-um repellents don't really work on them. Screens, you gotta buy specialty screens. You gotta do all this stuff. I've even read, you guys, if you guys can see a video on YouTube. There's this video where a person has a window screen, right? So they have a window screen, then they have the glass, right? You know that area between the outside window screen and the glass? There was about 300 no-see-ums between the two. Yeah. So those no-see-ums are freaking voracious. When they come in swarms, they really do come in swarms. I don't know if they said what state that was, but it was disturbing. I thought, oh frick, I can't imagine those homeowners leaving their apartment or their house. Because if you know you had like a stream of like 300, 400, um, no-see-ums in between, right outside your windows, do you really want to leave the house or the apartment because knowing you would open the door and then all these bugs would swarm in and then it would just be an absolute nightmare to get rid of them. I like if I knew there were about 300 or 400 of these things outside of this window, there will or right by the front door, there is no way I'd be leaving this apartment. Hell no, I would just bunker down until they just went away, but it's just it's just crazy. So I see a few. I see about how much do I normally see now? Like yesterday I killed about 8, but they're getting smaller so it's harder for me to see them. And yeah, knowing that they're still coming in is just depressing. Yeah, anyway, I had enough rant time. I spent like 40 minutes ranting about these no-see-ums, but I hope that if you guys have these kind of no-see-ums or if you do start seeing these bugs, just know you're really gonna be at your wits end trying to kill these things. Trying to seal the place up. Places that I thought were safe, not safe. Closed windows safe, no, not safe. Air gaps, if air can get through, a no-see-um can get through. So yeah, I'm gonna check the chat later, and I will talk to you guys later. If you have any more suggestions besides, weather stripping this thing, let me know. I'm just kind of at my wits. This has turned it's my channel has turned into talking about things or just doing small little things to a diving channel to now it's a no-see-um documentation channel. It's turned into a diary of an itchy woman battling the no-see-ums. And this is yeah, it's like I just feel like my life is consumed by it because I know these things can breed fast. I know these things, it's very easy for it to get out of control. So that's why I'm doing everything I can to keep this under control. Yeah. Okay, you guys. See ya.